皆さん、こんにちは。大阪大学経済学部教授のキム・ヒジンと申します。授業では国際経営という科目を担当しております。これから私の最新の研究内容の紹介として、アカデミー・オブ・インターナショナル・ビジネスという国際学会のオンラインセミナーでの研究報告をご紹介いたします。どうぞご覧ください。Thank you, Mila and Dana, for coordination, and thank you all for joining us. My name is Hee-jin Kim. Today, on behalf of Sebastian Laihi, the previous presenter, and Emil Ha-jing, I will present our paper. Our study is about Impatriates. As this picture shows, Impatriates move the opposite direction to that of expatriates, that is, from MNC subsidiaries to corporate headquarters. We explored how Impatriation contributes to subsidiary capability building and subsidiary evolution. In the global stepping literature, we now know that mobility of individuals is a very important mechanism of knowledge transfers in MNCs. And as global work arrangement is getting diversified, Impatriation has received increasing attention in HRM literature. Recent empirical studies indicated that Impatriation is a complementary or possibly even superior means of knowledge transfer between subsidiaries and headquarters. However, we know little about how they transfer knowledge and with what outcome we can tell the knowledge is transferred by Impatriates. So our research question is, how does Impatriation contribute to knowledge transfer and in turn subsidiary performance? The core message of our paper is Impatriation is a key practice to support subsidiaries' growth and development process. Traditionally, expatriation has long been thought as the most effective practice of knowledge transfer from headquarters to subsidiaries. With our findings, however, we argue that Impatriation is another key practice of knowledge transfer from headquarters to subsidiaries. So in our paper, we explain how and why we can argue this. As a theoretical lens to explore our research question, we adopted organizational knowledge creation theory. This theory emphasized that tacit knowledge embedded in individuals lies at the heart of knowledge creation process. So dynamic human interactions enable knowledge conversion between tacit and explicit knowledge. These core ideas of Nonaka theory provide a very good ground to explore the effective design of global stepping practice that facilitate MNC knowledge flows. Our research context is Japanese MNCs in the Asian region, and our main analysis focused on two Japanese subsidiaries located in Korea that we named A sub and B sub. And this figure shows the number of Impatriates and performance of the two subsidiaries for 13 years and 15 years each. And in the A sub in the left-hand side, the blue line denotes the number of Impatriates sent to headquarters. And regarding the performance of A sub, the red line in the top figure shows growing annual sales, and the green line in the bottom figure shows the decreasing trend of defect rate. And in the B sub on the right-hand side, we could observe a very similar pattern of Impatriation with that of A sub and increasing subsidiary performance for 15 years. As B sub is an R&D unit, there is no manufacturing index such as defect rate. So we can see from these figures that Impatriation appears to coincide with subsidiary performance. However, what we really want to know is how successive Impatriation practice and subsidiary performance are interrelated. That's why we conducted qualitative study based on interviews at both headquarters and subsidiaries which enable us to disentangle the knowledge creation process and how it is related to subsidiary performance. This theoretical model summarizes our findings and outlines the process of Inpatriate knowledge transfer and subsidiary performance. When Inpatriates work at headquarters, they acquire different types of individual tacit knowledge. First, working at headquarters, they learn about new product, technology, and skills, including underlying rationales of tasks and procedures. And second, they learn parent company's national language and culture, which lays a very important foundation for effective knowledge transfer over time. And third, Inpatriate also built relationship with headquarters colleagues through daily interactions, through which they learn who takes what kind of roles in the process of task completion and decision-making. Then, after returning to their original unit, they subsequently convert what they have, the tacit knowledge they have acquired at headquarters, into organizational knowledge through the long-term function of Inpatriation. First, acting as teachers or trainers, they lead project teams with their junior colleagues and disseminate what they have learned at headquarters to other subsidiary members. And second, by keeping in touch with their former headquarters colleagues, the former Inpatriate ensure the continued flow of information between the headquarters and subsidiaries, and make the communication between the two organizations very smooth and speedy. Eventually, this short-term and long-term function of Inpatriation contribute to subsidiary performance. The two subsidiaries initially only had a market-seeking role, but they have developed manufacturing and R&D capabilities. They also expanded their products and customer bases very successfully, as evidenced by the growing annual sales that we've seen in the previous slides. As a result of such capability building, their roles and responsibilities in their global network have significantly evolved. Currently, they not only deal with their local customers, but also support their headquarters and other foreign subsidiaries. Our study bridges and contributes to international HRM and global strategy literatures in three distinct areas. First, our study extends organizational knowledge creation theory to MNC context. Especially applying Nonaka's theory to our study helped us to explain why Inpatriation can be a superior means of knowledge transfer to subsidiaries. Because Inpatriates share the same background with their subsidiary employees in terms of language, culture, and business background, their interactions with their team members are likely to be more extensive, effective, and in-depth compared to the foreign expatriates. And second, our study has revealed the micro-foundational process of knowledge transfer by Inpatriates, showing how this process occurs through the short-term and long-term function of Inpatriation. And yes, third, our study clarified the strategic value of Inpatriation, especially in the process of subsidiary evolution. We provide a deeper understanding of how a subsidiary can transform itself from a passive recipient of headquarters knowledge to an active contributor to the MNC network through successive Inpatriation. We'd like to propose two areas for future study. First, more studies needed to clarify when Inpatriates are more necessary and effective. First, geographic, cultural, political, and economic proximity between the home and host country might influence the necessity and effectiveness of repatriation. And second, when an MNC's home market is saturated and shrinking, MNCs might have a higher need to utilize repatriation to further stimulate the knowledge creation in foreign subsidiaries. And third, when subsidiaries are located in volatile host market with rapid market growth and high competitive pressure, the necessity and effectiveness of repatriation might be higher. Another relevant topic for future study would be how complementary roles of repatriates and expatriates contribute to intra-MNC knowledge transfer and value creation in subsidiaries. Important questions include how different types of international signees interact, and when and how they create synergies, and how their interactions and synergies contribute to subsidiary performance. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the overview of our paper, and we look forward to your questions and comments. If you're interested in our paper development journey, please refer to these 2 blog posts. Thank you.